Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to see you, all the participants, at our webinar dedicated to the release of the new PHOTOMOD version. My name is Alexey Smirnov, and I represent the Technical Support Department of Rackhurst Company. Today we will talk about the new features of PHOTOMOD version 6, about the difference between the 5th and 6th version, and about what is that PHOTOMOD UAS. So in the name of this slide, it's PHOTOMOD 6, big data volumes and new functional capabilities. After completing transition to so I want to ask my participants, can you hear me? And you may answer me in field questions of right side of the screen. Can you hear me now? Okay. So everything is okay. So after completing transition to 64-bit platform, it became possible to provide manifold increase in volumes of 3D vectors for visualization and editing. In addition, reliability of type points measurement was enhanced, self-calibration of camera optimized, and block adjustment process sped up. The principal innovation of PHOTOMOD 6 is the emergence of a new unique algorithm of constructing dense surface and terrain models. And for UAS data exclusively is separate specialized software PHOTOMOD UAS. And now more details about all of this. The general advantage of the 64-bit version is full use of computer's memory, while the 32-bit version is limited to using only 4 GB of memory. But 64-bit software doesn't have such limits. I think in our time with extremely big data, it's a necessary condition for modern digital photogrammetric systems. In this report on screen, we can see a table comparing the amount of data that can be processed in 32-bit versions of PHOTOMOD 5 and the new 64-bit version of PHOTOMOD 6. Indicator of 6 were calculated based on the amount of available RAM, 48 GB. And there is a big difference for the number of images loaded into PHOTOMOD project and GeoMosaic. So, and now I want to show you in real time on PHOTOMOD. So we just open one project is a synthetic project. Okay. And in this project we have amount of images about 25,000. Like this. So actually in my computer now I have just 16 GB of RAM, for example. Okay, in PHOTOMOD version 5, approximately 300 satellite images can be adjusted using 5,000 time points. In PHOTOMOD 6, It can be 3,000 images with 20,000 type points. For our project, the difference is much more significant. Now, I think I can open bottom type points in this project, and I will create it by one layer, like simple points. And now I see somebody write at me that can't hear me. So everybody hear me or not? Okay. Okay. So now we can see information. So it's about 1 million points in this project, about 25,000 of images. So it's just example, of course. Next, in PHOTOMOD version 5, visualization and editing of big number of 3D points is acceptable within limits of 5 million points. And the 6th version of PHOTOMOD numbers is tens of millions. It means that such volume can be opened and edited in a single stereo pairs. Which digital terrain models can be obtained for PHOTOMOD? The first kind of DTM is 3D vectors or point clouds and TIN based on these 3D points. The second type it's a dense digital elevation model without vegetation and man-made objects. Finally, the third type, it's a digital surface model with terrain, man-made objects and vegetation. The third type of digital surface models includes our new algorithm, Untitled Deformation methods. In PHOTOMOD, there are special tools of automatic measurement of point cloud and automatic filtering of buildings and vegetation. Surface TIN can be created on the filtered pickets, and then digital elevation model can be built on TIN. There are similar tools to create a dense digital elevation model without the stage of pickets, calculation, and TIN creating. Usually, the results of this modeling are dense DTM on the ground and contours based on the dam. In PHOTOMOD, the first algorithm of creating dense surface model was born a few years ago. This algorithm is based on modified local correlation methods and use CUDA for productivity. In the 6th version, we introduced a new algorithm for creating DSM. We called it Iterative Deformation methods. Using the results of both algorithms, users can get digital terrain model and 3D models with textures. In the near future, will be developed to ortho with the true situation of the orthogonal projection. Iterative differentiation method is based on the original idea. If surface is correct, then the resulting orthophotos created by different images should be the same. With this algorithm, surface created such the orthophoto build from different images will match in the overlaps region. Quality of surface increase with increase of overlaps multiplicity. For the best result, it is recommended to have at least up to 4 overlaps and all points where the surface is calculated. There are special parameterization functions and elements of the theory of pattern recognition and creating point clouds for the best description of wall and buildings. In these slides we can see the result of applying our interactive deformation algorithm for the test area in Munich. This is how density TM looks like when converted to DM. The pixels of the raster are painted by elevation from green in the lower places and red for the higher places. This is an example of the same area with point clouds. As I said, now with the 64 bits platform we can edit much more points in the one stereo pair. This is how monochrome 3D models of the southern part of Munich looks, built by its iterative deformation method, and the cell size of this model is 10 centimeters. And now this is the same model by 3D model with texture. Now I will show you this model in real projects. So program needs some time to close so much points. Okay, this is our project and we open our DSM and open our orthophoto for texture. And we can watch it in 3D window. Okay. DM, DSM model type, texture, and here we go. Something like that. As I said, it's a central part of Munich. And survey by DMC camera, aerial camera. And DEM cell size, it's an orthophoto, of course, it's 10 centimeters. Okay, now I want to show you the same but with satellite data. The same lot. Okay, and photo. Like that. Okay, With an increased interest in UAS as an alternative to traditional aerial survey, we decided to develop a separate specialized software, PHOTOMOD UAS. PHOTOMOD UAS is an independent software oriented at only data from UAS. UAS of PHOTOMOD has all basic functionality of full PHOTOMOD, has a more user-friendly interface, but has limits in size of uploaded images, 60 megapixels. Automatic triangulation for UAS images in PHOTOMOD and in PHOTOMOD UAS and in the full PHOTOMOD 6 is faster. And now it can be performed in distributed processing, so the speed of the triangulation will directly depend on the number of cores on the local machine for local version of PHOTOMOD or on all computers in the network for network PHOTOMOD version. In PHOTOMOD 6, there is a capability of controlling the type points measurement by reverse stereo pair to increase the reliability. In that case, if the result of the points measurement on the reverse stereo pair doesn't match the measurement result in a source stereo pair, mismatch points will be removed. There is also an option of setting the level of the image pyramid to reduce the time of automatic measurement for well-recognized constructing points. If this point is unchecked, if this option is unchecked, the type points measurement is performed on the original image. So now I want to show interface. So if you have the full PHOTOMOD, you may use PHOTOMOD UAS with new interface, for example, but without limitation, of course. So what we can see new menu with more comfortable without any functions oriented, for example, in satellites or another. And we have new toolbar. And I want to say that this toolbar is oriented on just process of UAS data, step by step, approximately like in the fourth version. At this stage, there is an option, consistent check for images, block adjustment, and center projection. After its activation, the system will check all the basic data needed for adjustment. It means it's stereo pairs, triplets, and enough number of ground control points. If the data is insufficient, program gives an error message and the adjustment will not restart. Camera self-calibration process has been optimized and the same stage of block adjustment in the right screen. One of the important tools of image photogrammetric processing is 3D modeling. In PHOTOMOD, it can be used in two ways, by stereo vectorization and by the method of deasyncration. Both methods have their advantages and disadvantages. The advantages of stereo vectorization are high accuracy of the models, digitizing edges of objects in stereo modes is performed with the accuracy of the order on the original image resolution. Best interoperability with GIS. Vector objects are independent and can be attached on the database and given attributes information, and better used to create true ortho. The main disadvantages of stereo vectorization are a lot of manual work, the process of tracing and texturing, even in semi-automatic modes, takes a lot of time, and no automatic texturing. At the moment, you can automatically apply a texturing only on roofs. The main advantage of DTM creation over stereo vectorization and complete automation of the process. These advantages are not usable with the database. DTM is whole raster 3D modeling. And user correlation and deformation algorithms is affected by low quality of original images. And raster data analyzing always depends on memory and hardware power. It's CPU, RAM, graphic cards, and hard disks. Now I'll show you by project. So we have one project with done DSM. It's one part of Newcastle City. Something like that. And now I can open parallel 3D model with stereo vectorization. The same. And you can see difference between these models. Sometimes this model with vectorization is much better. Okay. So, more features of PHOTOMOD 6. About triangulation is more distributed processing. As I said, it's about distributed processing for triangulation of UAS projects. Block adjustment, integration into the main system window, acceleration of calculators. I can show you. In this project, for example, now just open block adjustment and it's open it right now in the same window in block scheme, so it's more comfortable for users, of course. DTM, new options of initial approximation for automatic computing DTM points, ability to insert objects with vertical walls into tin, and reverse stereo pair options to increase reliability of point measurement. Auto-classification, integration of auto-classification process into main system window. So it's like the same. We open this model and it's opened the same in this window. No participants windows. And it have options like an old mosaic, of course, layers for fast order 2. Mosaic, speed up of computing operations and images displaying. Ability to save files with coordinate systems parameters, PRG, is necessary for some JS programs. Satellite imagery processing, support of resource-based sensors. It's a Russian satellite. In general, supports of big T format. Now it's, I think, most popular format supports rasters bigger than 4 gigabytes. Hardware requirements. Comfortable working with the new PHOTOMOD 64-bit version and maximum use of all program advantages are possible only with modern hardware as shown below. So in this case, or maybe standard case, you can see requirements. So it's Intel Core i7 of CPU, RAM of 32 gigabytes, graphic cards, quarter, the same, and of course our recommendation is using SSD disks about or RDD about 4 gigabytes, and of course operation system 64 bits in 64-bit platform. Also, we have PHOTOMOD 6 in 32-bit platform, and all participants who use operation system in 32 bits can download PHOTOMOD 6 in this platform too. All users of PHOTOMOD 5 and 4 version with paid support are eligible for the free upgrade. The cost of extending the support is 20% of the current price of the purchased set of PHOTOMOD models. Upgrade process for from 5th version to 6th version local and network license is the same. Upgrade instructions are on our website, and here that 32 bits and 64 bits PHOTOMOD applications and PHOTOMOD UAS are located. Carefully follow the instructions for upgrade process in any case. Do not use remote access to your computer key. All operations should be performed directly on a local machine. After upgrading the key for version 6, you also can use version 5 too. But you can use only one license of which models if you have a local version. In addition to the physical case, it is possible to use the software protection. The main advantage of software case is the ability to provide our customers PHOTOMOD license worldwide without the need to send any physical case. Software protection is bound to the local computers. Transferring the license is possible but requires a certain sequence of actions. In fact, if the computers with this license falls, the license is lost. And now you can open. This is instruction for updating and I recommend carefully to read it, and can open our site to show the file for PHOTOMOD 6 with 64 bits platform and 32 bits, and UAS, of course. Now about protection features. In the past, when we used PHOTOMOD 5, we used license manager for our case. Now we use a browser for controlling our cases, and if you new clients and you paid for PHOTOMOD 6, you just use browser for your computer, and you may control your using all the hasps in your computer. So if you have PHOTOMOD 5 and you need to upgrade your K2 6 version, of course, the same you may control your old K through browser, like in port localhost 1947. So, and it's possible and important if you pay just version 6 and you may upgrade this to another version, you have to use a new program to upgrading. And if you have old host K, you need to use old program to upgrade. And now I'll show you this is localhost. No. Okay, I need to back. No, this is some problem. Okay. So, in the end, I want to share you of our upcoming. So it's a final integration of all system models into one environment, object imagery processing, correlation improvements, new blunder detection tools of bundle adjustment, one bottle processing for US imagery, new choroid balancing tools for mosaicing, automation of 3D modeling, automation of 3D objects classification and vectorization, extending parallel computing on GPU and clusters, to ortho integration with WebGIS services, PHOTOMOD conveyor for aero imagery, and context help systems. So, and now I think this is all, and now I can answer on your questions, which you may care in share in field questions on the right side of the screen. So, and with me, will answer my chief, and it's Dmitry Kochingin, head of technical support management. So, question about DSM and feature extraction manually I shown. So, difference and advantage and disadvantages. Нет, говорю. When this video will be on YouTube. So I think during week, but I think earlier, maybe tomorrow. Why not? So full PHOTOMOD contain the UAS capabilities, of course. Of course. In which resolution can work DSM model? Every pixel or more? Every pixel. So it's, of course, yes, the DSM model can work in every pixel, so as you wish, and more. When PowerPoint will be available? What does mean PowerPoint? Okay. Yes, my presentation will be on our website too, with a video of webinar. Yes, you can copy on our website. PHOTOMOD Lite will be, I think, during 1 month. So now it's in a testing. Или просто совсем подряд? So do you have multi-array matching for images with more than standard overlaps? So our triangulation algorithm use all the images, and for DSM too, of course. Is the automatic classification of DSM point cloud built in PHOTOMOD? Now it's no. No classification, just point cloud. Is there any new the stereo vector extraction? I think not, so it's just standard process. How many participants are online now? So now online it's 15. Is there an option to combine aerial and ground images for better DSM with correct facades? So now it's in developing, includes for oblique images. So it's now developing. So the same question. So for development, will include oblique images process. Yes. So. Will you provide full training videos in addition to text manuals? Easy tool to learn. So it's possible with your recommendation, of course, if you want to and so now we don't have, but it's in the future, of course. So about ground control points, now it don't include. It's will be included with oblique imagery. Can PHOTOMOD process lighter data? So we can load lighter data, but just by point clouds and cut it by just simple points for PHOTOMOD, and that's all. Presentation for satellite imagery, so maybe will be. Говорит, что предыдущий вебинар по satellite слишком маленький. Сейчас. So about public images, if you mean about process, now we don't have. So, but if you mean about simple textures, of course you can use it for texture for facades, but of course it's manually. Нет, я говорю, что это нет manually. Okay. Будет. Сейчас вручную. So about my presentation too short about satellite imagery. So now I have with DSM just one project, satellite, and so when we will have or we will get some source of Chinese satellites. Okay. So now we have we have some projects from Chinese satellites at Y3, and maybe I can open it. No, it's just one image. So maybe any questions? Еще раз так.
Support users MPR.
And
MPR. Контроль видишь.
yeah.
Yeah. Это, наверное, все.
Okay. So no, okay. I think I think we will watch it in 3D. So this is ZY Chinese ZY3. So any
В смысле? Вопрос. Процесс. Процесс задавай. Мы ответим. Поэтому прокрути, я тебя спрашиваю.
Okay, so просто
Прокрути, ну там с ним пару. Если нормально сделаешь, это так, сейчас видишь, если конечно, да.
So, does satellite image processing include optional imagers and SAR, or just optional? Optical, okay. So, we have a particular model for radar data, and for optical data it's just simple PHOTOMOD. So, any questions? So I've done the review right now. So maybe much more or what? Okay.
They did it several times already. What do you want?
Okay, Mehdi, just look carefully, okay? I repeat for you, especially.
Please tell us the next picture.
The next.
No, Mehdi. Tell, okay. Should we wait for you for the next slide?
Yes.
Or can we? I'm not lying down. I'm just sitting.
Does the US version include calibration of a non-metric camera? Of course. It's, I think, main function for US data.
Yes, you are right about the snow picture. I am lying. As usual, you probably know that I'm lying all the time. No pictures from our conferences, etc. Next. Okay. Thinking.
Okay, maybe, of course, you can. Oh, how many?
1 5.
1, 5, 15. 15.
I mean, not 50.
Yes.
1 5, yes. Other way 100 people registered actually. For some reason no one came. Almost no. Except you, of course. Repeat every 2-3 months. What do you want us to repeat? The same presentation? Next. Should we wait 2-3 months for the next slide? Сейчас все запишется. Yes.
Is a standalone PHOTOMOD US version?
Well, I'll answer. Okay.
Okay.
The question is standalone PHOTOMOD UAC version identical to the automatic UAV triangulation function of full PHOTOMOD? Yes, it is completely identical, but we got some new features in PHOTOMOD 6.0, so both of them. So the PHOTOMOD got it at the same time in PHOTOMOD UAC. So anyway, it is better in comparison with version 5. It is more reliable. But yes, they are the same, UAC and full PHOTOMOD UAV triangulation.
Maybe what's so special with Google Glasses?
Got some interesting presentation on our last conferences. We had a guy from US, Eugene Levin, and actually he is Russian one, but well, he is living in US for a long time. And the presentation was about how to get stereo only by brain, without any glasses. So we can consider it like a new method, and it's not a joke. You have to, like, he can give you a contact of this man. So I don't know what is Google Glasses.
Is it possible to watch video in Portugal? No?
What if you do not have brain? Probably you don't have any chance, to see the stereo in this case. Just work on mono.
With one eye.
You have one eye. But by the way, I'm not sure about one eye. Well, 3D mouse will support. We have supported some latest model of. Как это называется? Yes, we have supported kind of last version of Stealth Mouse, and as far as I remember, we are waiting for some software libraries from PHOTOMOD people. So, well, I think mouse is about discussion. We can support any of them, but first we need information that you really need it, and then we'll contact the producers to get some, I don't know, software. Libraries. Kinect. What is Kinect? It's about something like brain. What is Kinect? Does anybody knows? Microsoft Kinect. Is it mouse used for game? Well, it's kind of joystick. Well, I don't know for now, but of course we can discuss it with programmers. Yeah, hands in the air. Well, yes, we'll think and research. Right. Okay.
What JS?
Okay, we'll Google it. It's a kind of competition, who is stupid, you know. Now's the time for us. Yes, of course. Mehdi's a great, we remember. We remember everything.
So maybe next slide.
Сколько народ свалил.
Ну, так если... So I think we not have done 3D printing.
Экспортировать форматы, которые можно.
Ну да, формат. Ну, даже...
Опять ведь? Идешь? Понятно, пропринт. Well, we have no experience in printing it out, but as my colleagues said, it's possible to export data from some 3D related formats and open 3D mod projects in some special software and then print it out on 3D printers. Oh yeah, of course. Well, we'll make a very big model about this demo room size and we'll show it.
Yes, we can use point cloud by LiDAR.
No, but for now, actually, to be true, there is no way to make a true ortho in PHOTOMOD. It doesn't depend on the source data. So, of course, you can use LiDAR, point cloud, or vectorization, or, well, automatic point cloud from PHOTOMOD, but we don't have enough tools to make a final and perfect true ortho. Yes, it's in our future plan. We'll show you this slide a bit later, because it is the last one. Word не делаешь? Компресс, Саша, подверни вместо тебя. Свою. Вопрос.
Google car. So I think panorama imagery, it's not especially our field. It's like specific.
Well, it looks like you should divide your project into several parts for now. There is no way to adjust a block which contains a strip, rounded strip around the strip around some object. Well, also it may be in our plans to make some module special for close range imagery, but as we said for a very long time, we are not sure, still not sure that it is useful. So I don't know about future plan. Yes, because, because of the concept of Rakurs policy. By the way, by my opinion, we need close range model. By opinion on our headquarters, we don't need. So of course we need some software people to realize it. So if you make any pressure on Mr. Radrov, probably it can help. No, it's not discontinued. It was not started, actually. As I said, it is, well, for now we don't work on it. For now it's not in our close plans. But as I said, we need more opinions, more maybe pressure from customers to make sure for our, well, top managers that it is really what we need. Yes, I know. Well, I know about V10, but they add photogrammetry to geodesy. So, by my opinion, it's different. It's just different thing. Yes, but again, as I said, they added some photogrammetry software to geodesy, to devices, to geodesy software. They make some pictures, then make some pattern recognitions, and so on. They make adjustment, and it exists only with a combination of these geodetic devices. So I'm not sure whether we should compete on this area with Trimble. And thank you also for the activity. Okay, it's easy.